When my mother called, I wasn't surprised. It seemed like this was destined to happen. I opened my husband's gaming room door and broke the news. My mother fell down. She can't get up and she needs our help. He looked at me with a potent mix of contempt and disgust. He snatched his headset off.
Are you serious?
Why would I not be serious?
It's just the timing is awful.
I'm sorry you're going to miss your game, but she's hurt and she needs our help.
She's 3 hours away.
I know that.
And the weather, it's gonna be a blizzard.
That's why we need to leave now. He sighed. More of a growl. He was trying to think of a way to get out of this. Like the inconvenience of having to help my poor mother was akin to murdering him.
Can't you go by yourself?
I might not be able to get her up by myself. Dave, please.
Fuck. Fine. Let's get it over with. God damn it.
He threw his headset to the ground, cracking it. He would no doubt need to buy another one. He'd destroyed so many in a fit of rage. In his anger, he rushed us to his SUV. I was barely able to grab my gallon of water. Better safe than sorry, I thought. He refused to let me grab any blankets or extra coats, and he practically shoved me into the car. He was quick to pull out of the driveway. We said nothing until he turned onto the highway.
Damn it.
He said.
The snow's really blowing. Your mother has some timing.
It's not like she meant for this to happen.
I've been begging you to put her in a home for how long? How long?
I'm sorry.
I don't care that you're sorry. It's my ass that has to drive through a fucking blizzard to save her. Tomorrow, you're gonna pick a nursing home for her, and I want her there by the end of the week.
We drove silently, wind rocking the car like a battering ram. It was white out conditions, and the temperature gauge read -10. With wind chill, it would have been much worse. Mum lives 3 hours out in the boonies on a farm my dad purchased back in the 70s. She wouldn't give it up for the world. I had been watching the clock and speedometer like my life depended on it, and after exactly 2 hours, I asked Dave, "Do you think you've been a good husband?"
What kind of stupid question is that?
It's pretty straightforward.
I've been a better husband than you deserve, that's for sure.
Do good husbands hit their wives?
Watch your mouth.
Do they sext their loser friends' secretaries? Do they hook up with 20-year-olds trying to pretend they're in college again? He gripped the steering wheel so hard his knuckles burned red.
Good wives don't have smart mouths. If I wasn't driving...
He spit. I grabbed his phone from the center console.
Don't touch that.
I'm texting my mum. I didn't bring my phone.
What the hell?
He was looking at his gas gauge.
I just filled up. How can I be almost empty?
I made sure my seatbelt was tight and braced myself. The tires popping were louder than I expected. My husband cursed as we swerved and spun and smashed right into the ditch. He was dazed. I took deep breaths. I had to focus. I unscrewed the gallon of water and poured it over him.
What the fuck are you doing?
He hadn't regained motor functions just yet. I unbuckled, got out the car and slammed it shut, and reached into my pocket for the window breaker. 3 hard taps broke the window to 1,000 pieces. I shattered the back window just to be sure. Then I ran into the storm away from the highway. The snow was stinging my eyes. My husband was screaming.
Where are you going, you bitch?
The wind soon overtook his vicious yelling. Then I heard the whistle and followed the sound. I practically ran into the all-white snowmobile.
Did you grab his phone?
My mother asked, bundled up like she was going to climb Everest. I got it, I said, putting on the thick winter coat that was waiting for me. The tire spikes poked my legs as I swung them onto the snowmobile. "You're sure this will work?" I asked my mum. She revved the engine.
It's how I got rid of my first husband.
I turned his phone off and threw it in the snow. The highway patrol would find Dave the next morning, frozen stiff. The first time John Paul Morgan killed me was an accident. We were having a stupid argument. I can't even remember what it was about. And then he pushed me down the stairs. I tried to reach for the railing unsuccessfully, and the last thing I can remember is a look of horror on John Paul's face. Then I flipped over and landed headfirst, bending my neck almost 180 degrees around and killing me instantly. I woke up sometime later in the trunk of John Paul's Grand Am next to a shovel, a box of lavender-scented garbage bags, and a hacksaw. I tried to call out, "JP," but my vocal cords were fried. That will happen when your head nearly gets ripped off. Instead, I just started kicking the ceiling of the trunk. John Paul must have heard me because he slammed on the brakes, sending me and everything else in the truck flying into back seats. By the time I untangled my hair from his hacksaw, JP was standing over the open trunk, the shadow of him blocking out the light of the full moon.
I thought you...
He stuttered.
But you were...
Dead, I wheezed as I hopped out of the trunk, my voice sounding like a garbage disposal. Guess it wasn't as bad as it looked.
Elsie.
John Paul was barely speaking above a whisper now.
Your head was completely twisted around. You didn't have a pulse. I thought
John Paul rushed forward and scooped me up in a big hug.
I thought I lost you, baby. I thought I killed you.
"Oh, JP, I said, gently rubbing his back. "You did." John Paul cried into my hair and I told him how I became immortal. I won't bore you with the details like I did him. But afterwards, JP apologized and promised to be a better man. Then he drove us home, holding my hand the whole way. The second time John Paul killed me, I think he was just curious. Maybe he convinced himself the first time was a fluke or that it didn't happen at all. Either way, I ended up with a split skull and JP needed a new frying pan. They don't make them like they used to. This time there was no trunk, no shovel, and thank God no hacksaw. I woke up on the floor of our living room in a big pool of blood, my head still ringing like a bell. John Paul was sitting crisscross applesauce at my feet, waiting patiently.
You weren't kidding,
he whispered, afraid that somebody else might learn our secret.
You really are immortal.
I probably should have left JP after that. But would you believe that even after centuries of practice, it's still hard to meet new people? John Paul made me laugh. He listened to me when I talked about my interests, and he knew my secret. I hadn't told another soul that I was immortal in decades. I guess I thought I could fix him, sand away the rough edges until I had someone worth spending a few decades with. I had all the time in the world, right? The next 7 times JP killed me were murders, each and every one. I guess it got a little easier each time until he didn't even feel bad about it anymore. If he had a bad day, or there was too much traffic on the way home, he'd come home and choke me until I turned blue. I became his stress ball, his favourite way to blow off steam.
It's not like you're going to die.
JP would argue. I am still dying, I'd point out. And we'd argue and argue until eventually JP would say something like,
If you love me, you'll let me do this.
and the thing is, I did love him. But I didn't love what he was doing to me. So in the end, I left him. Not before he killed me at least a half a dozen more times, of course. Each death worse than the last. After we broke up, John Paul tried to win me back, using every tool in his arsenal. Sometimes when I showed up for work, there'd be a bouquet of flowers waiting for me. Other times, I'd go out to my car and find an envelope tucked under my windshield wiper, and inside was a letter threatening to expose what I was to the world. When JP's mum texted me, I was sure it was another ploy to get us back together, feeding me some story about how he was in the hospital and needed to see me before it was too late. I tried to ignore her, but she was persistent. Eventually, she wore me down and I went and visited JP.
We didn't catch it in time.
John Paul said, tears in his eyes.
Oh God, Elsie. I'm so scared.
Pancreatic cancer. Terminal and very, very painful. I'm sorry, JP. I truly am, I said.
I don't need you to be sorry for me.
He spit.
I need you to help me.
I could already tell where this conversation was going. JP, I can't.
Make me immortal. I remember your story. I know you can. Please, I don't want to die.
I thought about all the times John Paul murdered me. How excruciating it was to be killed over and over again by the man I loved. On one condition, I said.
Name it.
I don't want you to contact me ever again. No more trying to win me back, no more threatening letters or flowers. After this, we never see each other again. Deal?
Deal.
He said, and he took my hand. Just like that, the magic was done. All right, I said. You're immortal, JP. Have a nice, long life.
Wait,
He cried.
the pain. The pain hasn't gone away.
Oh, I never said anything about the pain going away, I smiled. Only that it wouldn't kill you.